Hello and welcome to the 2019-2020 Sandusky High School Boys Basketball Virtual Banquet. We thank you for checking in. We pray that all of your families are staying safe and practicing social distancing, and everyone is doing as well as can be. We had a great season, a lot of ups, a lot of struggles and things that we overcame. And we're happy with the way that it went. Not the outcome that we look forward to, but we're happy with the progress of the season and with the effort that all the boys gave and the participation that everybody gave in. Right now, I'm going to pass the ball to our head coach, Colin Irish, and he's going to give you more of an official welcome and talk a little bit about the season. Coach Irish.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Sherman. How are you doing? Everyone, please make sure to stay safe during this difficult pandemic we're going through. And what a great basketball season we've had. We'll look back at these times and remember, we set a lot of records along the way. Very successful from all the way down to the freshman program and into the junior high level. It's very nice to be part of. We've got a great coaching staff. And I'm really looking forward to working on the future and keep building on what we've done in the past. So thank you, Mr. Sherman, again, and welcome all. Thank you guys for checking in. Stay safe, and we'll move on.
Right now, we're going to introduce our freshman team, and to do that, we're going to have our freshman head coach, John Winborn, along with his assistant, Brian Holger.
Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is staying safe and social distancing. I'm Coach Winborn. This is my second year with the freshman Blue Streaks, and this year we had a wonderful season. It was full of development, fun, exciting young men that not only were wonderful athletes, but they were also great scholar athletes, as we had 8 of the 11 members on the honor roll, while the other 3 made the merit roll. So we're definitely very appreciative and proud of them for being scholar athletes. Like I said, we had a wonderful season. Our record might not have showed it, but we had growth from beginning to the end. The beginning of the year, they were little babies. And as the season went on, they grew and they grew. They became better and better and better, more confident in each other. And we had a very successful season. We look forward for them staying along in our program. Coach Hozier?
Yeah, I'd just like to say welcome to the Blue Streak family. Hopefully you're all able to view this. I'm just going to introduce the freshman team to you. We had Patrick Brown, Tyshawn Brown, Marquez Kwesi Clinton Jr., Chase Garr, Samarian Newell, Gage Popke, Shakai Smith, Jakai Taylor, and Demarion Westbrook. Like Coach said, the season win and loss totals weren't that good, but we had fun with these guys. They came and worked hard every day. Didn't seem like a losing season because they were so much fun, and we did see so much growth in them, and just keep working hard. I would like to say to the JVs, you guys have some big shoes to fill, so you make sure you're working hard on your game. And varsity, I would just like to thank you for all the seasons, all the hard work you put in. You made the 4 years you were here at the high school enjoyable. Thanks, Blue Streak family.
Absolutely, absolutely. That freshman team was a great joy to watch and to be around. Very polite and respectable young men around the board there. Next, we're going to move to our SBC champion junior varsity basketball team. And to talk a little bit about them and introduce the roster will be Coach Brent Mailer.
The JV team this year finished with a record of 17 wins and 5 losses. It was really a tale of 2 seasons in the first half and second half. The first half of the season, there's some struggles, some problems with getting the roles, some things going off the court. But we finally got everything together, went through the second half of the season, finished 9-2 over that second half, and they played some really good basketball. And saw a lot of growth and enjoyed being around them. It was a fun group to coach in, and there's a lot of personality in this group. We were also, as I said, SBC champions. So, moving on to the future, they do have some big shoes to fill, as Coach Hozier said, and it's up to them what they want to do. So hopefully you guys work hard and look to the seniors that left this year, those guys worked as hard as any group I've ever seen. If you guys can work half as hard as they did, you'll be able to achieve something. Receiving their JV awards for this season, we have 3 juniors, Omarion Granberry, Julius Robinson, and Trey Rodon. And we had a group of sophomores, Jari Alexander, Jalen Dorsey, Israel Fletcher, Josh Garrett, Malachi Johnson, Kyrie Matthews, Kai Scott, and Isaiah Taylor. So again, it was a fun season. Enjoyed it. A lot of growth this year. We're looking to the future with you guys. We'll see where it goes. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Mailer. That JV team has a lot of potential. And if they can just realize it and continue to work hard, the sky will be the limit on them and the success that they can have. At this time, we're going to move now into our record-setting varsity high school basketball team. And we're going to bring back Coach Irish along with Coach Dustin Nedgley. To introduce the roster, we'll have Coach Nedgley as well as the Varsity Letter Award.
Hello, everybody. I just want to go through the roster real quick and then say a few pieces about the team. Third-year Varsity Award winners, Noah Caston, London Havens, Dylan Jones, and Tosh Stavesky, all 4 of them being seniors. Second-year Varsity Awards, Chauncey Aaron Jr., Xavier Parker, Trent Scott, William Simpson, and Davion Henry. We got 1 junior in there with Davion Henry. And then first-year Varsity Awards, we have Naz Garza, a senior, and then freshman Dalen Green. What do you say about this season? Obviously, record-breaking in terms of record. A couple things as I've kind of gone through some of the statistics and different things from the year that were kind of stuck out. We had a margin of victory this year of plus 20. So to, on average, beat everybody by 20 by playing 25 games is pretty remarkable. In the conference, we had the fewest turnovers per game. And if you think about how many possessions we had per game, to have the fewest turnovers per game, that speaks volumes. We were second in three-point percentage in the conference, first in two-point field goal percentage, and first in free throw percentage. Our goal was kind of 70% as a team. We were just under it, but we did lead the league. We held teams to 41% from 2 and then 26% from 3. So as a whole, we held teams shooting in 30% for a whole game. And that's pretty remarkable. And it speaks, once again, volumes to our effort on the defensive end of the floor at times. We also had a +4 rebounding advantage, and there were not many games that we went into where we were the bigger team. So to have that +4 rebounding advantage throughout that whole season, we always talk about it. Rebounding a lot of times is a want to. Do you want to go get that ball? There's obviously some other things that play a part in that, but we had a lot of guys who just had that dog in them who wanted to go get that ball. A couple things stick out for me in terms of game highlights for the season. First would be the Glenville game early in the year. We go up to Glenville, hostile environment, some interesting refereeing, and the way that we stuck together through all of that as a group. I remember speaking on it after at practice where we talked about the JV guys and freshman guys behind the bench to how we stuck together as a group. And I've never been in a locker room where I've seen so many dudes telling each other that they love each other like that locker room afterwards. It was a great win, one that will go down and stick in my memories for a long time. Another one is Trent, when Taj went out and Trent had the perfect from the floor game against Bellevue, and he ended it with a volleyball line 3 before we took him out. We had a big lead, and it was a nice game as these guys were trying to figure out how to play without Taj. Another one, both 1,000-point scores that we had. Taj getting his at Bowser, and he was cooking over there too, and then Dylan getting his later in the year. It's just nice to see really the guys, not only them get it for all the hard work that they put in, but the guys' reactions. If you go back and you watch that, you see how the bench and those guys reacted to the success of their teammates. It's pretty good to see. And then obviously Taj's 52 against Lex was a remarkable individual performance. And then we talk about the Rogers game at home, where there's a lot of outside noise before that game. A lot of how good is Sandusky. Rogers will show them, and then what we did in that game at home in a packed gym, what a great night that was. And we make our run with our two leading scorers, or two of our three leading scorers, sitting there watching. And then there, once again, how happy they were to see their teammates thriving during those moments. And then the tournament, those first two games, we have the Perkins game. The 26-point run against Perkins was, those of you that were there and are watching this now, what a quick hit in the mouth for them that we had. And it was just unbelievable. Capped off, just the quick rebound out to Dylan from right inside half court to end the quarter too, was something that sticks out. And then the Rossford game, I think that was another one where people started to second guess. Okay, they've made it through their regular season. Rossford, they got guys that can shoot. They have size. They have all these things that they're capable of doing. They run about 700 different sets. How will they adjust to this? They're not disciplined enough to play with Rossford. And then we go out and really smack them in the mouth. And I think I can't remember the final score, but put that away in the second half and just played great team basketball that night. And it was nice. And then at the end of the day, you're 23-2, and you'll be in the argument as people start to talk about old teams, which were some of the best. You get to be a part of that argument, and you earn putting yourself up on the board. Don't let anybody ever take that away from you guys. And remember the relationships that you built through this time. It was awesome to be around. And I thank the seniors. You were my last group I got to coach as a freshman coach. So to be a part of your development these last 4 years has been a lot of fun, and the way that you guys approach the game. So appreciate it.
Coach Irish, anything to add? I think Nedjali covered a lot there.
He did cover it. He did cover a lot of things that were there, and it's been an unbelievable season. Like you said, you can see some of the successes that Nedj put together, and we've all managed to crack down and stay very focused. We were very, very focused as a group, and it was. You may look back now and think that we came up a little bit short. And, it's a fair enough argument. We didn't play our best game at the end of the season, but I thought we had a fantastic season. You guys are going to look, like you said, Ned's going to look back, and we're all going to look back at this time. No matter who you are in the basketball program, look back at these times and realize how great they were. And every time you walk into that school or walk through town, people always remember the buzz that we gave the community. This set record for most wins. That's an unbelievable feat. It's going to be very hard to beat 23-2. That was one of the goals that we all set. I remember looking up at Nedj during the season. I'm like, I'd love to get that one. And he looked at me and said, yes, if we do that, we have to do this. We have to do that. And we need to do this. And we were very focused all the way through. It was just an incredible season. Even some of the games that we didn't play very good. I think back at like the Clearview game, we weren't playing very good. And then we just had the basically tenacity in that we're not going down. Even the games we did not perform well, we still managed to regroup as a team. And that's something you guys should always take away with you now and into the future. You get to be men, take that mentality into the work field and be successful. Hopefully you guys are cracking on it academically. We had some great grades. We did not lose. We lost one young man at the freshman level academically, which is the most important thing. We're student athletes. And those of you that are going on, please focus on being successful and being successful student athletes for the most part. I know some of you guys are going to be fortunate enough to go on. This whole pandemic has put college and put recruiting and put all the things on a pause throughout the country. So I want you guys to all keep your head up. I know we got a couple guys that are going for football. Please keep your head up and keep working. Don't stop working. Get through the work academically. Like I said, I know it's tough not to try and do something physically. Get out and run the streets. Stay safe. Please keep social distancing in mind what you do. I know it's difficult to do that as a sport, football coming up, basketball. It's difficult to do, but you have to do your best, guys. This is a serious thing we're going through right now, and we don't want to take it like it's a joke. It's a serious thing, and we're all doing our best. We've never been in this situation before. None of us have been, and we just have to do our best to listen and stay safe. But again, it's great to flash back, and we did not expect doing a banquet, a virtual banquet. I don't think anybody thought of that, but here we are in a different type of world, and this may be the future. We don't know, but our norm, whatever that norm may become, we have to adjust. And I'd just like to thank all the guys for a great season. We'll go back into the thank yous later on. We have to thank some personal people that have gets through. But keep your heads up, keep working, and stay positive. Thank you, Mr. Sherman.
Thanks, Coach. At this time, we're going to transfer. When you have a great season, you have guys playing well. It brings in recognition from around the conference and district. And so right now we want to just acknowledge a few guys and their conference and district honors from around the state. Coach Nedge, if you would do the honors and take care of that.
All right, just to highlight these. So we have SBC, some district honors, and then some state honors here. Dylan gets second team all SBC, honorable mention all district, and he's a 1,000-point scorer. You have William Simpson, first team all SBC, honorable mention all district. And then you have Taj Stavesky. He was SBC and district player of the year, and first team all district, first team all Ohio, and 1,000-point scorer. And then as we discussed after all of this, in the hearts of a lot of ours, Trent Scott should be on this list, but we'll leave that be and we'll move on to the next one.
Thanks, Coach. This time we're going to also transition now into our special awards. We have 5 awards that we are going to recognize and honor throughout the program, being Mr. Playmaker, the Derek Dickey Award, Mr. Defense, free throw percentage, and chairman of the boards. We're going to start with Coach Nedgley, and he's going to talk a little bit about our Mr. Playmaker and the award winner.
Mr. Playmaker, no surprise, Taj Stavesky. Obviously, the ball in your hands as much as he has, and then the ability that he had, picking him as Mr. Playmaker was pretty easy for us. Like I said, the ball was in his hand most of the time, and he definitely made some plays for us. The offense went through him. Taj has an uncanny ability to shoot off the dribble, which I think separates him from a lot of people. Most people are set shooters, but Taj's ability to do it off the dribble is pretty unreal. And then his range this year, when he got his legs back and his range, I can't count on my hands. I'd have to go back and look at how many games he started off where he almost wanted to check to see what was happening from the volleyball line, I think on the first possession almost every single game. I had the pleasure of helping put some highlights together for Taj at the end of the year, and I was communicating back and forth with him, and I told him he had to go back and look at the Clyde game, because if you ever go back and watch that, there's a moment, it's the end of the quarter, where he hits a buzzer beater from incredibly deep, where the defense is waiting for him at the volleyball line. So his decision was, well, I'll just take it from about a foot inside the half-court line. And you look at their guys are so dejected, they go to the bench, you see all of them throw up their hands like, what are we supposed to do? And their coach looks at their players and he throws up his hands too, like, I don't know what to tell you about that one. So there's not a better example in the program over the last few years of what you put in is what you get out. And those of you that know, a lot of guys involved in the program know that nobody's put more time in and dedicated themselves to this game. So it's a pleasure to give Mr. Playmaker to Taj Stavesky.
Next is the Derek Dickey Award, and Coach Holder will talk about that.
Yeah, I'd just like everybody to know that Derek Dickey was a player for us back in the 1990s who met a tragic ending when he was a member of peer mediation, and he broke up a fight between a couple girls, and one of the boyfriends took offense and shot Derek Dickey and killed him. That was one of the worst nights I had for a couple of years as a player. He was a great kid, well-rounded. Like I said, he was in peer mediation. He was in the concert choir and just worked hard every day. So this is an award that's kind of important to me. And it's going to one of the players. It wasn't an original blue streak, but he sure became a blue streak. It goes to London Havens. We were just glad that London came over from Clearview. He's just a happy kid. We enjoyed seeing him every day of practice. It was funny. Some days he'd tell me, he was an in-between kind of thing where the football players want me to get bigger and the basketball coach wants me to lose weight. So he was kind of that guy. You want him playing all the sports, but that part made it kind of tough for him. So it's just a pleasure to give this award to London. Thank you.
Next will be our Mr. Defense Award, and Coach Mailer will talk about that.
Mr. Defense goes to Xavier Parker. Xavier, for as long as I've known him on the floor, gives his all in the defensive end. He loves playing defense, accepts any challenge he had, and every once in a while he'd have to throw up a shot just to see if he scored. But he would go out there, take any challenge we throw at him, and just love playing defense. So congratulations, David.
Thank you, Coach. Next is our free throw percentage award, and Coach Winborn will talk about that.
Our free throw percentage award goes to Tosh Sandusky, who is no stranger to this award, saying that he already holds the record for free throw percentage in Sandusky. Also, one thing that stands out is a game that Tosh missed a few free throws, and at the end of the game when we were leaving, he said that he's going to get that together tonight after the game, and he went over into the Aux gym and he shot extra free throws, and he then left and went to another gym and kept shooting more free throws. He didn't miss very much from the free throw line, and he has some big free throws for us, not only this year but throughout his career. So free throw percentage goes to Tosh Sandusky.
Our last special award is Chairman of the Boards, and Coach Irish will talk about that.
Yeah, our Chairman of the Boards is our leading rebounder, and that goes to Will Simpson. Congratulations, Will. Congratulations, all you guys that have won awards. We'll go into that later on. But Will's our Chairman of the Boards. He has an uncanny ability to find the ball, which is not an easy task. He led us obviously in rebounding a lot of games this year, and he gave us our all on both ends of the court. And like I said, that uncanny ability helped us leading us in rebounding. He was outsized probably 97% of the games this year, but he has that ability to keep working hard. And again, congratulations, Will, our Chairman of the Boards.
Thanks, Coach. At this time, we just want to give a special thanks to our managers and our volunteers and everyone who helped out with the program this year. We're going to let Coach Irish give those thank yous and then a few additional ones as well.
Okay. I'd like to thank everyone. Start off with our parents. Thank our parents for allowing us to coach your children, not only this year, but the past few years. And they'll continue to grow into young men, which is nice to see. As you see, the hard work that has to be put in. We have the talent all aboard. It's just a matter of we got to put the hard work in. It's like I said, it's difficult right now with what's going on in the world, but everybody's in the same boat. And then we're going to come back stronger as ever. And we've managed to put that big S on Sandusky. So we are everyone's Super Bowl, everyone's homecoming now, and everybody, if they happen to get one up on us, and I still get wound up about certain things, they say, "What's your," which is nice to hear. What is your highlight of the season? Beating Sandusky. That is, it's disappointing that we took that L, but it's an honor as well because we are on everybody's radar now. And a special few thank yous as well. I'd like to thank Dr. Sanders and the rest of the board for their support for the years that we've been all together. They've been very, very good and helped us tremendously if anything ever came up. And they're only a phone call or a text away. Thank you, Mr. Copley, our athletic director, who has helped us tremendously throughout this whole process over the years. And also like to thank Mr. Talbot, Peugeot, and Mr. Downing for their support and putting 22 in. Mr. Talbot done a good job with that. He's helped us out a lot. That's an inside joke. But we're just going to keep moving forward. We cannot leave the guys from behind the scenes. That very rarely do they get kudos or thank yous. Can't thank the maintenance staff enough. Everybody sees the end result, which is the game, but so much goes into organizing, cleaning the floors, make sure the baskets are down, make sure the stands are down. It's difficult to do that job, and they do a fantastic job doing that. Thank you to the cafeteria ladies. They've helped us tremendously as well. The bus drivers who have to put up with some crazy shenanigans on the way back, good, bad, or indifferent from games. But they've been patient with us for the years, and thank you to them very much. I'd like to thank Mr. Sherrod, who also volunteers on the table. And fortunately or unfortunately, he's made us a lot of T-shirts because we've won a lot of championships over the years. And every game before I even get home, when we wrap something up, if it's a league conference title or sectional title, he's texting, okay, I need sizes by Tuesday if it's over the weekend. I'd like to thank Mr. Cornwell as well for his time putting under the table. Can't leave Ms. Hunter out, Mr. Copley, Secretary, who's helped us put everything together with the program. Mr. Cole Caston, who did the spirit buses and brought our fans to the game. I'd like to thank Mrs. Holly Dawes and Mr. Rizzi for the cheerleading coach, and obviously our cheerleaders who took our wins and losses to heart. There were tears when we lose, and they were jumping out the gym when we win, which is nice to see. I'd like to thank Tim from Pizza House East. He's always there for us, always checking in on everything we do. Mrs. Moore, thank you for all the photos that you took. She put a nice little photo collage together for all the guys. And it's nice to see somebody just give up their time. She was in every game, always asking us, do you need anything? Do you need anything? Do you need anything? Thank you, Mrs. Moore. I'd like to thank the wives of the coaches. Basketball's a difficult sport. It's a lot of time. People think it just goes during the season, but it's a year-round thing, and our wives put up with a lot. It's not us being home late for dinners and us leaving in the morning and having a late practice and very rarely seeing their partners. Obviously, I'd love to thank all the coaches. You guys, it's been a lot of fun. One thing that makes it so much fun is the laughs we share both at work and the practice. It seems like every single day. I can't remember a day. We all have good days and bad days, but I can tell you guys, thank you very much for support, your help, the ideas. We don't agree on everything, but we're a tight-knit group of friends. People may not think that, but we are, and we have each other's backs. It's lovely to see Mr. Sherman. Can't thank you enough for everything you've done. Obviously, we love you guys, and Sherman, and Nedge, and Osier, and Nedge, I'll get that spelling right. Winborn, love you guys, and I can't thank you guys enough for just being there. Text away, phone call away. Winborn, keep working on your games on the phone, and hopefully you get some W's soon. I like Samarian tried to be a little, sent me a message, and we started some darts game over the phone. It's been fun with London and those guys, and keep in contact with us, guys. And if you need anything, we're here. And somebody else I've got to really, really thank for getting through these bumps and bruises. It's not easy because, like I said, basketball's a long season, and Mr. Gosser is one of the best trainers that I've personally ever worked for. And again, a phone call or a text away, whether it's a late practice or early practice or any time, he's been always there for us. He's helped us getting all of our aches and pains and bruises. Like the supporters, the fans, keep coming back. We've managed to put together a fantastic program, and the potential is there to keep on growing. We'll take these things for granted. I know we won a number of sectional championships, a number of league championships over the years we've been together, and we just have to keep on building. And we have to even work even harder, because the more success, the more people want to beat us. And we've got a great number of staff. Like I said, we don't always agree, but we love each other dearly, and we get along, which is the most important thing. And guys, finished the year again strong. I'd like to thank KK, who's going to be editing this and putting it all together, and I hope it comes across good. We've never done anything like this before. I know the other coaches haven't, even though we Zoom away all the time. But I'm sure there's some people that I may have left off of thanking, but just thank the whole Blue Streak family for your support. Keep supporting, your help. Stay strong. Get each other's back and encouragement through these difficult times. Stay positive, and let's have fun with building the program and then keep going on with successes. All right. Thank you, Mr. Sherman. God bless everyone. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy this. And please reach out to any of us if any of you need anything. God bless.
That's it. Thank you for tuning in. And again, stay safe and God bless.